Ooh, welcome back everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we're in the dirt street stocks here at Volusia. Ran a really good time in practice. By far the fastest time I've ran by like almost 2/10 from my last practice because it was kind of a worn out track and this was a completely fresh one. So hopefully we can run as quick as we did in practice there. I ran it literally like on my last practice lap, just trying to stay in the grip for the most part. Hopefully we can do that, run a really nice time. Just keep the car as straight as you can and not get sideways. Because the bottom has a lot of grip, but the actual grip line up here was a little bit quicker. So I was running like mid-8s if I was just running right along the bottom. Try to go in a little low and then catch the grip mid-corner. We'll see what kind of time that was. 8:15, that's not bad at all. We are car number 2 here. The field just barely got split because I think there was 23 that registered. 22 might be the max that you can have in a lobby because of the consolation race and everything. So it like just barely split us. So far we're second. Cody ran at 8:08, good lap. And then we ran 8:43 on the second one. Didn't have as quick of a second lap. But that's okay, we ran pretty good. Hopefully we can start on pole for heat number 2. Let's see, because where has Wes? Wes has not ran his time yet. He was very fast in practice as well. So I feel like we're going to be starting second, maybe third, depending on Wes's second time here. So we'll bring you guys back and get ready to go green in the heat races. All right, well, we stayed in second. Wes got the 4th, so we should have a pretty good battle in our heat, I think. That should be a lot of fun. Cody's super fast. I've raced him a handful of times. He's always been real quick, so not shocked with him getting pole. Don't know what his iRating is or anything. I think we're kind of close, but I'm not 100% sure. I could be completely wrong. I recognize Wes's name, but I don't remember it quite well. I don't think I've raced him too much, but seems like a decent field. Hopefully we can go caution-free through the feature. That would be a lot of fun. And we'll see how this goes out. Because we only got 12 in the entire race. I think the 10 car is not here, so really we only got 11. And should be fairly clean feature race, I think. This track's wide enough, it's easy to not run over people for the most part. But hopefully we're waiting on 3rd place to join up, which is who? Who are we waiting on? We are waiting on the 4 car of Jordan. Waiting on him to join in, and then they'll probably get rolling here. But happy we'll be starting on pole for our heat. Hopefully we can get a good enough jump, get out to a little bit of a lead, and win our heat so we can start outside pole for the feature. Because the outside lane's probably going to be a little bit better at that point because the people are probably going to mainly run the bottom in these heats, I assume. But we'll see how it goes. There's no transfer spots. Everybody's going to make it to the feature since the field got split. I think if one less person registered, like if the 10 car didn't register here since he left anyways, probably would have had a full field of 22, which I think is the max. It could be 20, 22. And then I'm pretty sure only 16 make it into the feature. So anything over 16, there'll be a consolation race for the street stocks. But we will not have one here today. We'll watch some of the battles. I want to watch Cody, see where he's running at for the most part. Try to see where he's beating these other guys at. Because the line is getting so high up, there's still a lot of grip on that bottom side. It's not really worn in at all. It'll probably get slicked off slightly here in this heat, and then a little bit more in ours. But it shouldn't get too bad, at least. The feature should wear out most of this track. I'm actually shocked there's no like slick lines starting to go into these corners yet, because usually the street stocks, they have a 5-minute practice and then qualifying usually has a little bit of slick lines through the field. Cody gets a great jump. 2nd is sleeping on that start. 3rd place gets a great jump being behind the leader. Watch some of the battles back here if we can. Yeah, he's kind of running like middle to bottom for the most part. Not running all the way up to the line, but just under that grip. At least Cody is. 1 and 2 definitely much lower than the grip line. We'll see if the 7 can work his way back around the 4 car and the completely blacked out car. That is the 4. He was the one we were waiting on for the start. Cody's running a little higher there in 3 and 4 to get that grip on exit. 4 car runs real low. Seems to have caught him some, but I think down the long back stretch, he kind of pulled back off from him getting the straighter line on exit. Decent battle here. Like, nobody's really side by side, but they're somewhat close with each other. 7 car throwing kind of a slider line into the corner. Probably not going to be any sort of quick doing that. He's trying to get his spot back if he can, but I don't think he's going to. They're already on lap 4, going on 5 out of 8. I don't think anybody's going to catch Cody up here. He's just flying right now. I hope Wes and I have a really good battle. That'll be fun. I'm just kind of trying to see where these guys are running at for the most part. The grip line hasn't really built up too much higher in 3 and 4 at least. 1 and 2, it's starting to get wider and wider. You can see that middle line starting to get a little lighter. Not really slick yet, but it's getting a little lighter where everybody's running at. 7 car throwing a slider on nobody. Hopefully he doesn't run into the 4 car doing that. That would be awful. That'd be really, really bad. But yeah, just real smooth racing up front between these two. Cody's definitely quicker though. The lap are they on? 7 of 8 coming into the final lap right here. Jordan's doing anything he can to try to catch up to Cody in first, which I don't think is going to prevail. You only got 1 lap left. Just running super smooth. You can see a little bit of a slick line building up in 1 and 2. The start of 1. 3 and 4, I don't think has built up anything yet that I see. Nothing super slick yet through 3 and 4. So the feature will be where it'll start getting real slicked out, I think. 1 and 2, you can see this couple of slick lines starting to build up a little bit lower. But if you just kind of follow the grip in 1 and 2, you should be fine. So we'll see how we do. Hopefully we can get as good of a jump as Cody did in his heat. Because 3rd place just followed him on through. 2nd place was sleeping. Don't know if the 7 tried to jump it or not. And had to like let off, and then that's when he went. I'm not sure. But hopefully everybody joins up here quick and we can get rolling. Quick 8 laps, and then we got, I think, a 30 lap feature. It might be 25. Sometimes they change it depending on the tracks. So I'm never 100% sure with how many laps there are. Should get rolling here any second. But I love Volusia. This is a very fun track. At least it's one of the tracks you can't just sit there and wall ride at. So that's why I enjoy it a lot as well. Especially for this series, because these street stocks have been like broken this season when people are just wall riding. It's been really bad. Probably start out in 3rd gear here. I think 4th gear just would be a little slow. Get a jump here in 3rd. Have to shift pretty quick though. Don't know if that's going to help or hurt us. We'll see. Not sure where they started at in heat number 1, like what gear. But we'll try to get a decent jump here. Hopefully we can hold the lead and be outside of pole for the feature, because that's going to be the line to run anyways. Well, we're going to be in the outside line regardless, but hopefully we can be outside pole instead of 4th or anywhere further back. Try to catch up to the pace car a little bit. Don't want to be too far off of it. But we need to get a good jump. 8 laps go by super quick with no cautions in the heat races.
Can you hear me over there?
And the feature could go by pretty quick too if we get green the whole way, which I feel like we can. I think we can get a pretty clean race here. Decent jump. 3rd place is wrecking into the freaking... Oh my god. 3rd place really screwed up. 3rd place hit the barrels in the pit lane entrance. That's kind of funny. Kind of run here in the middle, slide up to the grip on exit. That's what I'm going to try to do. Wes had a really good run there in 3 and 4.
20.444.
Don't want to get too wide here, but it just did not turn. Kind of worked out a little bit decent for us. Don't want to smack the wall here in 3 and 4. Going into 3 at least. Because it kind of pokes out. Easy to smack it when you're running right on the higher side.
19.76.
Damn, we ran a 7.63. Where was that in qualifying? That would have been nice. How the hell we run a faster time now than we did in qualifying? Must have screwed up qualifying some, I don't know. Or because we got a guy right on us, making us run a little harder.
19.807, 5 laps.
Yeah, he's right on. We got nobody near us behind. I want to go back and see that start with 3rd place because that was really bad. That was kind of funny. I don't know if the guy was in 2nd gear or just not ready for the start because he like spun his tires, got sideways, and spun down, hit the barrels. Dang, I keep sliding up a little bit too hard in 1 and 2, and I'm not trying to. The car just does not want to rotate around, but I don't want it to rotate too much. This grip line is getting quite high. You might be able to start making a little bit lower of a line work in the feature. At least in 3 and 4. 1 and 2 I think is going to be tough. 3 and 4 I feel like is where you can make the bottom work some. We almost got in the wall there. I heard it scrape, but we didn't get any contact. That it said. He's going a little bit higher than I am into 3.
19.917. Gonna be 2 to go.
Yeah, he's getting a really good line through 1 and 2.
Side. Go inside. Clear.
Don't think he's going to be able to throw a slider here yet. There's not enough room, but he's running really well.
Inside.
It's going to be a fun feature, I think.
9. Clear.
We'll see if he can make this bottom work in 1 and 2. I think the top lane just had a little bit too much. Good battle by Wes. It's hard to pass in the bottom here. Good race.
You too, bud.
This is going to be a fun feature, I think. It's going to be hard to catch Cody, I think. So hopefully we can keep up with him. I want to go back and see that start, though. That was really funny. I don't know who started in 3rd. Waiting for everybody to pass the start-finish line for it to kick us out of the car. Should be any second now. There we go. I want to go back to the start of that because that was kind of hilarious. What the hell happened there? We got a minute till this starts up. Who started in 3rd? The 6th car of James. I don't think he was ready for it. I think he might have been in 2nd gear or something and just caught him too. Caught the 8 car. That's unfortunate. That was really funny. That was just really, really funny to me. I saw it happening in my mirror. I'm like, oh no, he's going to hit the barriers. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. But at least we're starting in the outside lane. That's the one perk of being in heat number 2, I'd say. Right now, because the outside lane is more dominant in my opinion. So hopefully we can get a good run to start and we will stay in 2nd at least. That's the main goal. So I think Cody's going to probably get a good jump. Don't know if he started in 3rd or 4th gear. Might be able to hear like how high his revs are. It might be 4th gear. Cause it sounds like he doesn't have many RPMs going. It's hard to tell because they're not super different from each other. But 4th gear might work a little better. I'm not sure. It seems like the street stocks a lot of times the restarts are better in 4th gear just because you get going and it's not too much lower than 3rd and you don't have to shift the like second it takes the shift. You slow it down a little. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we can have a good race. Hopefully it is 25 laps. Hopefully we can go all 25 laps green. I think this track's gonna get so wide in this feature you can make the bottom work a little because there's gonna be some grip down there, but it's gonna be real tough to do. You're gonna have to be like perfect down there. We'll try to time the start as well as we can, not fall back like 2nd place did in the heat race. Pace truck's pulling off. Oh, he does like a clutch thing. Very interesting. Okay. Get the RPMs up in 4th gear, I think. Oh, we went so wide in 1 and 2. That wasn't great, and caution's already out, so we stay in second.
Just
That's
down to
unfortunate.
45.
Coming around in four.
4-car was very quick there on the start, but that's very interesting on how he does his starts. He he does the clutch in and then goes like it's a quick clutch drop and then get the RPMs going to get the tires to spin a little quicker. Very interesting. I could hear it.
What the
That's the only
hell?
reason I knew. I would not have known if I wasn't next to him. He gets a very good launch like that. Real interesting. Okay, good to know. Wonder if the 4-car is doing that as well, because he gets a pretty good jump as right with them. So we'll try to do that right behind him if we can. I don't know how we're gonna time that. It's gonna be very tough. You're gonna have to like go quick with it. So be an interesting one. But I'm pretty sure these restarts are single file in the Street Stock series. Not double file at any point besides the very beginning of like the heats and the feature, just the very initial start of those. This is gonna be a weird start. Like him doing that clutch drop is interesting. I've never really heard anybody doing that, so it's real interesting to me. Wasn't expecting it by any means. If we were like watching on the cameras closer, probably would have heard it, which would have been something to try in the heat race at least.
Two things to keep in mind. One, again, you do have an
Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about our water temp for debris.
So we'll keep an eye on our water temperature throughout the day.
I know
Yeah,
when we
I
ran.
wouldn't either, Steven.
I know when we ran Nebon's dirt street stocks at Crandon, you had to worry about the water temp some, but I didn't even realize it when I was running that the water temp was getting high. I watched it back on his video and he noticed it. Alright, we'll see if we can do this clutch drop thing.
You're ready to go here, buddy.
Don't know how it's gonna go. Probably not very well.
Hey, guys, off.
Kind of timed that pretty decent.
Green flag.
Don't know if I even did it right, but I think I kind of timed it decent. Because I got it rolling a little quick to just hold the clutch in for a second, and then I started going. And we get an immediate caution once again. What the hell is going on, guys?
There you go. You ready with that brake clean and stuff?
I don't understand. Like, the heats were so clean besides the 6-car hitting the barrels. Like, what the hell is going on?
The heck's going on back there?
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
I don't know on that one, but the first one I got turned into the outside wall on the start, pretty much.
8-car hanging back, I guess, trying to get like a big launch. I don't know, trying to jump the start or something.
Yeah, the 8's the one that turned me into the outside wall on the front stretch.
Interesting. So it sounds like he's trying to hang back, get a huge jump, and get on somebody's outside. And because you can get by on the right side off of a start and not get a black flag. If you pass him on the left before the start finish, you'll get a black flag. So he could be trying to jump the starts, which is causing wrecks, which is annoying. We haven't even gotten through turn 1 yet clean without a caution. Hit a gap ahead of him trying to jump the field and had to jam the brakes in front of me. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, if you're trying to jump the restarts, it's not very smart. It doesn't usually work too well. Usually causes wrecks.
Well, he's 2 for 2 now anyway.
Yeah, we're on lap 2. We could already be like 10 laps into this race at this point, but we just keep getting cautions because of him.
Alright, fellas, get ready to roll.
Alright, hopefully we could time that as well as we did last time. I don't know if I even timed it right last time or not, but we had a decent start. And the freaking grip is getting pushed so far up from everybody just pacing around. So there's not a whole lot of grip on the track right now. Try to time this like we did last time. Hopefully we can. I don't know. I'm trying to listen for his car. I didn't even really hear it last time. Kinda heard it that time. Barely. It wasn't too loud, but because it's in front of us, but I was able to hear it a little. I'm gonna try to run just above that slick and we'll probably build up the grip again there. Hey, we made it to the backstretch in the turn 3. Nice. Try to pull down through a little bit of the slick in 3 and 4 to try to get a good launch off of turn 4. 'Cause I feel like you can do that really well here at this track. If you go in like just above the slick and you can get the car pointed down on exit. He just ran the low side. I might get a good run here on him. Not as good as I wanted.
19.97.
Still running 19.9s. That's not too bad for a pretty slicked off track in the middle. And not much grip. He's kind of running straight through the slick. I kind of stayed up a little bit too long. Still had a decent launch off of turn 4.
20.018. Great job. I-4, we got 20 laps.
Just trying to keep the car straight through 1 and 2, because 1 and 2 I feel like the slick is a lot worse and easy to get sideways through. Yeah, he's running that complete bottom lane. I'm getting a good launch off of turn 4 though on him while he's doing that.
20.04.
And I see him slightly quicker through 1 and 2, but I don't know if that's because of the momentum I have off of turn 4 or not, or I'm just keeping it a little straighter. A little too high there going into 3. Try to get it straight down on exit. That worked out quite well, actually.
20.01.
If I can get to his outside, that'd be amazing, but I think that's going to be damn near impossible to do. I'm going to have to try to throw a slider on him or something. Because he runs low there in 3 and 4. I didn't really get a good launch
Outside.
like I wanted to.
20.086.
Try to slide up on him in 1. That was decent, but he had a really good run through 1 and 2.
Still inside. Clear him. Clear.
If I can get to my low side here on 4, might be able to throw another slider. No, he kind of pinched us really hard down. I didn't want to wreck him.
Outside. 20.175.
Real tight running. Really good racing. Just keeping off each other at least, which is nice. Like, he pinched us down some, which is fine. That's just tough racing, holding your position. I'm not mad about that. That's just good racing. If we can get to his outside, though, that would be awesome. Because he's running that low side. I am a little bit quicker than him while running this outside lane, but I imagine he'll come up here. Or shut the door on us off of 4 if we get there. He's running really well in 3 and 4 down there. I think 1 and 2 might be able to get to his outside here. Ooh, not quite. He's gonna shut the door on us. We give him a slight bump.
Good job.
Nice and square at least. Just trying to run this outside lane, get as much momentum as we can to get to his outside in 1 and 2, if possible. But he's running really well in 1 and 2, and in 3 and 4 as well.
Inside. Clear low.
This is why I like Volusia. You get some good multiple lane racing once it gets really worn in. He's gonna hold that bottom. We get to his outside.
20.06.
This is what I wanted.
Inside. Still there. Clear.
We might throw a slider here. Yep. Kind of figured that.
20.1.
Slide up on him in 1 and 2. Got way too sideways through the slick. That was really, really bad.
Still inside. Clear low.
Wes is catching us from behind now. With us doing this. Not sure if he's gonna start running the high side. No, he goes back to the bottom.
Clear low. 20.
I'm kind of shocked by that.
91. Gonna be 10 laps to go.
But he's running so well on the bottom, man. Like, it's crazy. 1 and 2 definitely has a ton of momentum through it. But he's running so well in 3 and 4 there.
Inside.
He's giving us the room up top, though, so I really appreciate that. Good racing. Really, really good racing. Try to stick to his outside if we can. Had to check up slightly.
Inside. Clear low.
I didn't know if he was going to give us the room or not. I didn't want to hook him into the wall.
20.289.
I'm hoping he screws up and hits the inside wall or something, but I know he's real, real good and probably won't do that.
Inside. Clear.
But this has been a great race up front. Like, if we could have just had no cautions this whole race, that would have been awesome.
20.2.
'Cause I knew we could have had this kind of racing here. I expected him to run the high side, though. I'm really shocked he's sticking to that bottom and also running as well as he is down there.
Clear.
Like, he's running amazing on the bottom. I cannot keep that kind of speed up, I don't think.
Inside.
Oh, I got in the wall a little bit, but we still didn't get into contact with that somehow.
9, clear.
Oh, slid up a little bit too high in 1 and 2. That was bad. But we got a good run.
Still there. Inside. Inside clear.
Oh, 3 and 4. Too far, too far, too far. It gets so flat up top. It's bad. It's so bad when you get that high.
The bottom. 20.303.
Need to get the car rotated in some to the rear end to catch the grip a little bit better.
Inside. Inside.
We keep barely getting to his outside here in these corners. Or on the straightaway, I mean. See if we can get by him, man. He's just so good on that bottom. He's so fast down there. I knew with how wide this track gets, you can make the bottom work, but it's really hard to. Real tough to get that bottom to work as well as he is. Like, it's impressive. Like, that is freaking impressive how well he's running down there. And we got side by side behind us for a while now, too, with the 4 in West and the 3. Jordan and West back there. Yeah, he's kind of pulling off on us now. If I can get this thing pointed down to come off of turn 4, should get a big run. Try to run the bottom down here in 1 and 2. Because there's some grip built up down there. Right on the edge of the slick, it looks like. I gotta make sure I'm clear of Jordan before I come down like that.
20.2.
Just gotta not hit this inside wall. This has been a great race. Great race by these guys up front. This has been a lot of fun. Just stick to the bottom here so we don't get slid up on by Jordan. I hit the wall. That was really bad.
Great too. Outside.
Yeah, great race. You made that bottom stick. That was awesome. Oh, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And we stayed off each other too. Like,
Yeah, that was fun in the front 4. That was a good race, guys.
Alright, bud, that's it.
yeah, a ton of fun. Good racing. Oh, that was great. I love that kind of racing.
That was fun.
Like, Cody and I pretty much stayed off each other the whole time. Like, he gave us room mainly to the outside, just off of every corner when we got a good run, except once when I think he thought he gave us room, but kind of pulled up on us slightly. But it was fine. Like, I just checked up a little bit, and it was a lot of fun. That was great racing. Love that kind of racing. He just pulled off on us. Like, it was basically the entire race. He kind of was running like that middle in the beginning. I kind of ran a little higher. I was getting some good runs on him. And I want to see where I started like actually getting close and throwing a slider and stuff. Was it this lap? It might have been. No, not quite. We got close to him there. In 1 and 2, we had a great run off of turn 4. Threw a nice clean slider. Just lost so much momentum through it. Got a little too sideways. He crosses his back over perfectly. Had a good run down the backstretch. I think, he cleared us off the backstretch, and he kind of just ran the middle line, slid up in front of us. I crossed back down. Like, it was just great, clean racing up front. He protects his line some there, so I had to check up, got a little sideways. Then he runs the bottom. I had to check up again, so I didn't run over him. Like, just good, clean racing here. That was a lot of fun. Great racing. I felt like in the beginning portion, like the first, like, 15 laps or so, we were a little bit faster than him, just could not get by him. He was running that bottom so well. Just so clean, too. It was a lot of fun. But he kept giving us the outside, too, off the corners. Once we had the runs like this, he didn't come up and try to block us, put us in the wall or anything, so I respect that. That was a ton of fun. Thought right here we were going to be able to clear him on the outside, but this 3 and 4 he had perfect. Like, I thought we were going to be able to clear him, start pulling off. But this 3 and 4, he had a really good run. I knew he was going to slide up, so I had to cross him back down. So I had to throw a slider back in 3 and 4. Because if he would have let us stick to that outside, I think we would have cleared him. And then I got 2 sideways there through 1 and 2 throwing the slider. And you see West starting to catch up to us now. He just ran so well down there. I can't believe that. That was awesome. Slid up here, but I didn't have enough of a run after the 1 and 2 mess that happened. I think this was the lap where he kind of pinched us up off of turn 2 here, and I checked up so I didn't hook him in the wall. No, it might have been next lap by. That was a lot of fun though. That was just so good, clean, really tight racing with us top 4. Like, we were all super close to each other. I just can't believe how well he made that bottom stick. The 4 car started running that there at the end, and that's how he got by Wes. Like 1 and 2 did have a lot more grip. Right there is where he kind of pushed up a little bit. I had to check up. Wes ran in the back of me, but it was all good. Pretty good, clean race. Let's go back to the very beginning, see what happened back here. Wrong person. With the Rex off the start. So the 8 car wasn't really holding back on the start there, but what happened? He just pulled down, hooked the 5 car into the 12. So that is on the 8. He just kind of came down, hooked the 5 down the straightaway. He could have just stayed in line behind the 12. Instead, he's pulling down and hooks the 5 straight into him. Next lap, this was the next restart. He is trying to stay a little bit further back and get a jump, it looks like now. Starts to go a little earlier than the 12, had to check up, and then the guys just run him over when he starts to go. Everybody starts to go behind him, and they all check up. So yeah, those are the only 2 wrecks. Pretty clean race. Other than that, up front, that was a lot of fun. Great race by the 1, 4, and 3. That was a lot of fun. We were all pretty close, and then had a good gap behind us. So good, clean race. Way to stay off each other for the most part. Only guys that ended up with incidents were ones towards the back. We all stayed really clean up front, so it was a lot of fun. So appreciate that. Great win by Cody. That was a lot of fun. So let's go see what we end up getting out of the results. Being car 2 finishing second, should gain a little bit of iRating. So that's nice. Let's go see. All right, result in strength of field just under 2K. Cody won it. His iRating is over 5K. So yeah, he wasn't as close as I thought he was. I thought he was like 45, 4600, not 100% sure. I knew I was probably wrong on the number there, but great clean race, really fun with the top 4 of us. That was a great battle between all of us. That was a lot of fun. So we gained 21, finishing second. Gained some safety as well, almost back up over 4, which is great. We didn't even have the fastest lap. The 3 car did on lap 4, along with all of us having the same fast lap number, but he ran real well as also. The 4 car just found that bottom a little earlier than the 3 and then got to his inside, and they had a good long battle behind us in our mirror. So had a good battle with the 1. Didn't really battle with these 2, but they were real close to us. We were just having a great race up front, so that was a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Congrats to Cody on the win once again. That was real clean and a lot of fun. That's how you do some dirt racing in the street stocks, because this is so much better than just wall riding at Eldora or something like that. Like any other track where the top line is fast and you just get the right rear on the wall and you just kind of ride it around. It's stupid. I don't understand it. Like, it's not as fun. So Volusia puts up some great racing because of that reason. You can't wall ride at the track at all, which is a lot of fun to me. So that's why I really enjoy this track. So hopefully you guys enjoy the race. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next race.